This one may or may not be entertaining. This particular customer, several years ago, she was a customer of mine. She went through a bad storm over here. I believe it was, as I recall, I think it was almost 2 straight weeks of rain because of a hurricane coming through. And at that particular time, she was out of town, naturally. So had a tree come through her roof, and with the copious amounts of water, the flooding basically destroyed the inside of her house. Water ran down the ducting below her house, got into the air handler, ruined that, destroyed the ducting and everything upstairs. She did get it repaired with the insurance company. However, whatever renovation company she was using, restoration, renovation, they had their own contractor they like to use, so they just went that route and had it all taken care of. Been a few years, as I say. However, suddenly she worked fine for heating, she said, went into cooling, and suddenly her thermostat went blank. Called the heating and air professional. They said, oh, it's a power problem. Everything looks good on our end. Called an electrician. He came over and said, well, I see power to the unit. I don't understand. He went ahead and replaced some breakers, got everything going as far as his end went, and still no thermostat. She called the heating and air technician back, and they said, nope, power problem. You gotta get the power guys. So essentially at that point, she gave me a call and asked me to drop by, take a look at it. To me, it strikes me as either no power at all, or it could be a situation where she only has 120 volts to it for whatever reason. I have seen some situations where you may end up with something going on one side of the power, even coming to the house, where you just have 120 volts. All your 120 volt appliances, TVs, everything work, but nothing else does. So I imagine the electrician would have called that. On the other hand, if it was something going on with the system itself, I don't see why that heating and air technicians wouldn't have called that either. But we'll stop by, as I say, maybe an interesting one, maybe just scratch my head and think, why didn't nobody see that? But we'll know here shortly. This is my heating and air assistant. Yeah, my heating and air assistant. And my assistant. Yeah. Yeah. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. That's kitty food. You don't need kitty food. You don't need kitty food. Thank you. So we definitely do not have power downstairs at the thermostat. I'm going to check here. Looks like that would be our load, so or line rather, so the two outside. Nothing. We'll just go to ground to each side. Oddly enough, to ground, I am seeing about a volt and a half, which is kind of odd to ground. But I've probably got something going on main power altogether. So let's see if we can check that out. We really have no idea which breaker goes where. There's not a door for this panel box. So we'll just check the most likely, which would be the 240 volts. That one's definitely off. It's got a 6-wire. So I'll turn that on.
You come with me, Chris. I'll show you the kitchen now. I'm excited. I know, I just got it. Just got the sink front after 2 years. Finally got water in the sink. Can you believe it?
Wow.
It looks so good. Isn't it pretty? Yes. And they put me a light right here. And they put me other lights. I'm still gonna do that part, but can you believe it? I'm happy for you.
That one was
Yeah, I mean, I did the butcher block thing, but I might have to stay in it still. It's beautiful.
just neutral to ground.
You put a turkey down in there or anything, it's like, I want to say 10 inches deep maybe or something.
This is gorgeous. I'm glad you at least have a sink, girl.
Huh?
So that one was partially
sink now.
unset.
Yeah, the dishwasher works, the sink works, the stove, but not the double oven yet. You gotta hook it up. But
I think my father would do that.
oh yeah, he did mention he would do that. Yeah, it's just trying to do, you know, like
No, it's too much
basically
at
ran out of
once.
money and it's been not easy, but we're getting it. I'm so beautiful. I'm trying to tell Jamie because Jamie used to live here, and I said, man, I'm redoing everything. Oh, baby. I need the hot water. Not that they need hot water.
I love these
No.
things.
Yeah, that's called black stainless.
Checking
Now, I will
company
say this,
that
that
I
man was
don't
up
see
here putting that
anything,
light in,
but
and
we
he
do
dropped
see
his screwdriver
a
and
burning
then it
spot
burned.
in that breaker right there.
So I thought about having to
Probably
back
a
out,
bad breaker.
to do whatever else I was gonna do, and then just tell him at the very end, tell him what he did, and I'm sorry. I just want you to know that I'm taking it off the bill, that you done, that cost me a lot of money, I have to figure out.
So in the meantime, the homeowner wanted to talk to me, so I turned the camera off. But we did find that damaged breaker. What I did is I replaced it for one of the other 30 amp breakers just to double check. So we did that. We reapplied power. We do have 240 volts now. Let's reapply power to the unit. And it did activate. So essentially we just have a damaged breaker in this particular case, which is kind of odd that two other service professionals couldn't figure that out, but there we go. What was the old proverb about the war being lost for lack of a nail? Basically, the simplest things can cause you all kinds of trouble, and I don't know, maybe it's just my simple mind or the fact that I don't like thinking about things, but you know, if you don't have low voltage power, first place I look is to see if we have high voltage power. If we do have high voltage power, look towards your unit. If you don't have high voltage power, look towards the panel box. This particular case, we did find out that the breaker was damaged, had a burnt spot on it, and was not passing voltage, and was instantly tripping upon being reset. We did disconnect the upstairs unit. It was still tripping upon being reset, which made me wonder, well, maybe it's the wire, but luckily we did have a secondary breaker. I did check everything and see if it was grounding. I didn't really see anything. We did have a secondary breaker that was unused for a jacuzzi. She said she got rid of and doesn't plan on getting back. So we just swapped that 30 amp breaker over in place of this 30 amp breaker. Had power to the upstairs disconnect, did not trip on the wire, reapplied power to the system, everything came on and started working. So easy enough to ascertain, kind of process of elimination there. And again, like I say, maybe it's just my simple way of looking at things, but who knows? They both could have been having a bad day. But we'll move on to the next one now that I've got more caffeine and see what we can get into.